Yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. My camera just stopped working on my laptop. So I don't even have a choice. I can't use it. Like, it just sort of stops working. So let's see if people come back. I'm really trying. If this doesn't work, then I will refund money. If this does not work, like I said, I will refund money. But I had to hop on with my phone because for some reason my Chromebook decided not to display the camera for some fucking reason. And I'm really like, I'm trying not to be grumpy at this point because it's not that serious. Like, y'all are my friends. I just wanted to make sure everybody gets their reading because for some reason. Okay. I got a DM. Okay, I will read it from my laptop. It says, and we have a black screen. It says joining.
Black screen.
Right. Okay, it's a black screen. Over here too. We'll see if it all gets all crazy. Like, I really.
It kept saying it was a connection issue, like your internet.
I believe it. I truly believe that because I think that's.
Oh, you're
It's always.
zoomed in again. You're zoomed in again.
This is the most Mercury retrograde thing to ever have happen ever. Ever.
Yeah.
I've
Oh.
never had this problem, and I've been on with Michael several times, and his connection is slow. And like, I've worked with this connection so many times, I don't know what's
I don't know.
happening other than
Mine's like literally sitting right next to me.
and I don't see
Yeah.
you on my phone
I see you
at
on
all.
here, but
Like,
you're super zoomed in and we're really pixelated. So.
okay, even if I restart my router, I'm not sure it'll fix the problem. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but here's what I think. So let me get out of this. You stay on. If it fixes, just go with the flow. We're here.
All right.
And I'll send
Damn, the show
Sabina's
must go
money
on.
back to her. And I already DM'd you that we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds
All
good.
right.
I
So
was
let me
about
get
to
out.
open
And
up
if
the
it's,
DM.
yeah, you don't close out. I'll close out.
Okay, I won't go anywhere. It looks normal now. To me. Except I don't have now I'm getting into my yeah, the universe I guess is saying not tonight. I am not trying to screw you guys out of a double feature, I'll tell you that. This is I think we're just there's too much Gemini in the chat in the vicinity in the ethers between her and I. We looked at each other's charts. No, I don't see any options that have to do with camera settings whatsoever on either device. And I'm using Android and a Chromebook, and I've also gone live with my iPhone, which is over here. But I think there's just a lot of mercurial energy between Rhiannon and I, and there is a built-in interference device. Now I'm making up bullshit, but it makes sense to me. There's a built-in interference device inside of the coding of Facebook. Girl, like if anybody wanted a refund, any of our beautiful donators there, because there was another one. Mm, let me know if you want your money back because you wanted a double feature. Otherwise, I have full intentions of dealing with it and doing the sponsorship on my own. So I can take care of a bunch of people tonight. What's up, Jennifer? Discord will probably be the better option. I agree, Troy. We're also going to try TikTok too. Because I feel like I have anticipation to do something with Rhiannon and I can't, and as an Aries with a lot of Gemini, that just doesn't sit well with me, you know? It just doesn't feel right. And I'm a Taurus. Mars, opposite Pluto, I'm a committer. I don't just talk, I follow through and I'm very punctual. So we'll have this, but I don't understand what the universe is trying to offer us right now. So perhaps maybe I should pull some cards and see what the bigger message is. I said my card prayer. I tried to bless this connection. I have a Discord too. I'm Catch These Hams. Don't ask me why I'm Catch These Hams. I have no reason. It's just what popped into my mind when I have it started short story, long story short. I have a group of friends that I've been internet friends with from a forum that we've all known each other since 2002. And we've just gone from forum to chat, our IRC, to Discord. And we've all kept in touch this entire time. And then we do Secret Santas, and Discord is where our home is now. So that's where we hang out. And so I've had a Discord since 2019. So Catch These Hams was just what popped up in my mind when I made my Discord, and I was probably drunk, to be honest. And I don't know. I make things up on the spot. So we'll figure this shit out. I'm on the Discord. You blue balled me. We're all have blue balls, Troy. We were excited. We were excited for this. It was just so much. I'm a double Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Rhiannon's a Gemini. And we've just got that shit going on. And then I think she's a Virgo moon, no? So she's even double Mercurial. So we're just, yeah. It's Catch These Hams. Like I was watching a lot of Adventure Time. So it's like butt cheeks, hams. Catch these hams. Yes. The tarot section is where we'll probably have to do a lot of playing. Aries Venus, there you go. Gemini Chiron, yeah. That Gemini Chiron from 85 is brutal. I did my makeup for you guys too, and we both looked so cute. Next time you'll have to wear your tiara though. Neptune Capricorn, yep. Saturn, I have a Neptune square sun. Because we're of that generation. I literally did my makeup at 4 o'clock. 85 was, yeah. So you have it with your son. So our parents just suck, don't they? Mine's with the moon. So you already know. We're just fabulous. Just girly girls, with our jewelry on point, our vibes on point. Even though the fucking internet can handle us, we're here. Neptune first. Ooh. That's interesting. So body dysmorphia, or is that competitiousness at all, or a distortion of self-awareness? Hmm. Hmm. That sounds interesting. Anyway, I love doing astrology, but that's not why I'm here. I already did the card prayer, but I'd like to ask for a stabilized energy after getting all flustered from the energy breakdowns and set my human aside again. My ego got all wrapped up in that. Set it aside again for the readings that need to happen. I'm going to pull a little general card for ASO just to get started. And then we will get people in line for tarot readings. So claim them. We have a time for, I'll just technically start now, even though we've been trying for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. We'll just start the clock now. I might have to take a bathroom break down the road just because whatever, but I'm not worried about it right at this second. We'll do the cards for ASO, the general group, everybody, benefiting everybody, and I want y'all to start claiming readings in the chat. We'll try to make sure that they are in order, first come, first serve. So I'll do my best. If you've been read by me recently and you see some new folks in chat, let them have it. If you haven't been read by me recently, or you're a donator, you're up front. Body dysmorphia. Oh no. Oh, gastroparesis. That's hard. Girl, we have so much to chit chat about. I'm gonna pull an Ask and It Is Given card for the ASO group. I took astrology off of my service menu on my business page because I like to write my charts, and I do each chart from scratch by hand, and it was just taking 6 weeks at a time, and I wasn't getting paid to spend that amount of time sitting still. I really want to be in a phase in my life where I'm working out more. So anyway, for ASO, we have my attention to it invites it in. Yes, you can have a career reading. Love and relationship, yes, you can. All right. Well, I'm glad that we're getting these A, B, C, D. All right. I'll have to look at the comments. Starting. This is for ASO General. Every thought that you give attention to expands and becomes a bigger part of your vibrational mix. Whether it is a thought of something you want or a thought of something you do not want, your attention to it invites the essence of it into your experience. And this is a shit posting group. Don't forget, you guys, as we weave in and out of this experience with each other in ASO, you don't have to take the bait. You don't have to respond to every fucking thing. Your attention to it brings it in, makes it bigger. Certain people are saying things to trigger you on purpose. You need to look at that trigger within yourself, but you don't always have to respond. That's how you use the shitposting group properly. Use the sponsors for this. I'll take one if there's time. Yes, yes. So it looks like Troy is technically first. Troy, what area of life? These girls already understand how I work. You know, I like just the bare minimum. It can be one word. One area of life that you want me to focus on, because otherwise it's too ambiguous. The way my guides work is they like a little bit more focus, because I think all of us are ADHD, and they'll get snide with me and start telling me an exact carbon copy of the way things are right here in the moment. And it's like, okay, I understand that you understand where we're at now, but can you give me a little bit more than that? And they'll start playing footsie with me if I'm not focused. Dating, courtship, personal growth. Okay. Right. Why don't I need to respond to everything? Rise above the shit talk. Well, It's about discretion. It's about your nervous system. It's about your personal lessons. You got to really look at where you're triggered, though. That's the assignment. That's how you use this for your own good. Okay, so Troy wants relationship and personal growth area. Sometimes that's basically a mirror of thing. Same thing. So I usually have been starting with an oracle card, and I think I want to do this with you, Troy. I'm going to start with the Shadow Work Oracle deck, get a little insight into what it is you really need to pay attention to at the core. We can see the light real easy a lot of times, but my readings are always good for the core, deeper, underlying plutonic shit. That's why I was really looking forward to hanging out with Rhiannon tonight, because I love seeing different styles of readers and what their gifts are good at. And I love people who can see different things than me. And I love learning about what they have to say and how they receive their messages. And that shit's cool to me. Like, I don't get, everybody's so unique. I don't see why any of us should feel threatened by each other at all. We have individual gifts, vastly individual gifts. And I love getting to see that. And I was looking forward to working with her. But we all get suspended in suspense. All right, Troy, we're looking for his personal growth and romance. Let's hone in on this. I have to wait till my cards feel tingly. Here we go. Troy. This is our shadow, is regret. The past cannot be changed, but the future is still in your hands. We have the little keywords at the bottom are remorse, sorrow, and rue. Like the plant, like R-U-E, rue. Are you ruing? Yeah, a lot of retrogrades. Regret. So, you're talking about Chiron a lot. This is a review of those kinds of things that you just can't let go of. Like Tyler Durden says when he's talking about Marla, the sore on the roof of your mouth that you can't stop tonguing. I watched Fight Club so much. You have no idea. So let's get. They're telling me. They tell me how many cards to pull. I'm getting 4 cards for Troy. Tell us what you can. What can we learn? Nine of Swords to start. He's up at night, he's thinking a lot, he can't sleep. When he sleeps, he can't stay asleep because he wakes up and he's thinking. And we have more contemplating action, sort of like getting excited. This is a good daydreaming card for creativity. Strategic thinking. I drink about a gallon of water a day. And then I eat a bunch of watermelon. Oh, temperance. Speaking of water activities, flow, making the impossible possible. It says part woman, part man, all angel, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So this is a master of elements. Also the cup. if you notice in most temperance cups, you'll see the water is flowing in an impossible angle. So this is well-balanced energy. This is, I would say, like I don't like using those words because you have Piscean energy in your chart. I don't think I want to use those words, but we're talking about an alchemical unity, a style of hieroskamos, whether that's within or you're finding a certain type of balance interacting with someone else. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, a good investment, solid, loyal, something to be very proud of, something to build on, something to have security with. What does the whole story tell me? Because it's like a storyline for me. So there's a significant amount of, I think you're holding yourself back as far as making certain leaps because of feeling that Ten of Pentacles feeling. You want, that's what you keep thinking about. That's what you keep trying to do, is like you're trying to think your way into spiritual balance and also financial balance. And there's a certain amount of action that needs to be taken, but you're a little concerned about the actions and you're wanting to do it right. You're so obsessed with doing things right. So being careful, making sure you don't have to double back and do things over again drives you crazy. Editing is, I mean, you'll do it for art, but it's like when it comes to you, you're very harsh with the moves you make because you're sensitive. Like you don't want to be seen as a failure in your own eyes, much less in anybody else's eyes. And you feel like you have an invisible set of eyes watching you and making critical speeches to you inside your head, and that keeps you in action quite a bit. And I think this temperance is part and parcel of you trying to quiet that voice and wanting to appease all sides of that. And the truth is, you have to get out of inaction. One foot on land, one foot in the water. You have, oh, yeah, there's a decision that you have to make because there's a certain amount of waiting and then you lose your opportunity. But I think the reason why you're holding yourself back is because you know you're capable of getting to that 10 and it's actually real. So, you know, as far as relationships go, I think that's both the same for personal growth and financial. I think they're tied together, especially, you know, for a guy. Your ability to be able to be in the provider role or to feel abundant enough to take care of somebody or have somebody else in your sphere, your close sphere, requires a lot of balance. And I just think this reading is saying that you need to get out of your head. Don't necessarily act on your goal directly. You know that that's going to come along with the right momentum. But there's accessory movements that you could be doing as a routine with this temperance card. This routine, this daily non-negotiable action is going to generate a lot of power in terms of your Ten of Pentacles. So you'll get more confidence as you go, and actually feel like you're stepping into it. But I would just really like to reiterate that don't be in your head about it. Stay in action about it, and things will move forward. But you don't need to be in your head so much. You got to be in your physical for things to move forward. The Nine of Swords isn't getting you anywhere. I'm reading your I understand you don't want to fuck things up. That's good. Don't expect speed. Be consistent. Be consistent with yourself for yourself, and she'll be watching, I promise. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, Troy. These are just what the cards said. You're doing all right. You're definitely not doing anything wrong. Nothing bad came up in these cards. So let's see. I know they're probably core wounds. I don't remember what degree your Chiron's at, but mine's 4 degrees Gemini. So I'm likely going to poke you in your vulnerables. It's not necessarily waiting in the constant sense. It is putting yourself first while somebody else assesses you and comes to their own terms with the fact that you're the right person. You got to put yourself in the main player aspect. You already know who you are. You already know that you're probably the right person for them. So continue playing the role of the person that is right for them and be consistently that. You see what I'm saying? 9 degrees Gemini, 4th house. I remembered it was 4th house. I just didn't remember which degree. So mine's 4 degrees. My moon's 4 degrees. My Chiron's 2 degrees. So it might not be exact, but I'll channel that shit. So I think the real big recommendation is to put your focus on yourself while you have her in a holding space place. Be patient with her, but don't be patient with your own personal growth. Get on that. Do the impossible here. Shift your energy around a lot here. Do the growth and create a stability and a consistency that she can't ignore. That's what these cards are saying. So we got to get to somebody else's reading. It was Sabina next, I believe. Yeah, absolutely. You should pause. Be real loud. You know, I'm not saying stay in constant contact with her, but be who you are. Be you so well. Be so happy being you that she's very attracted to you. I would definitely wait. I absolutely have no critiques here in this space. This is just what the cards are saying. Sometimes the cards are confirmation, and that's what comes up in these lives. Is just like a little shot in the arm of like, here's what not to do, and you know, like, here's what to really focus on. You don't get so stuck in regret. Don't get so stuck in inaction that you're not moving your own personal growth forward. Holding space for somebody isn't waiting for the rest of your life to unfold. It's going so deep within that you're self-absorbed, and they have a rich life to jump into when they're ready. Troy, it's Sabina's turn. If I were you, I would focus on myself. If you really like this one girl, focus on yourself. Make sure your wheels are put together. Like your car shit is fixed. You can be in a Ten of Pentacles energy where you're fully fucking like proud of every single aspect of your life, and you feel very confident in it. That Ten of Pentacles is ballin'. What's up, Jenny? I would truly just channeling, feeling into the energy before I close out completely. I do need to get to moving on just because of time. I'll be doing this like well into 7:30, 7:40ish. So I'm just trying to stay brief. But I would focus on yourself more than focusing multiple women. If this one doesn't come around, then you'll be in a rocket launcher, like light years ahead of where you started. You will have focused on you, and you will be attractive to a whole new dating pool of women. So I wouldn't worry about dating multiple women right now. Period. Lip gloss. The pixelations that pop up when I'm talking are wild. It's like a whole trip of colors. Okay, Sabina, you wanted career, I think. Let me scroll back up. You want love and relationship, not career. Love and relationship. I understand it's not dating if you don't see them. If this girl doesn't turn around and want you, then you will have launched way further than possible, then more multiple pussies would have gotten you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in my entire soul that a man's energy reservoirs are best not spent if he's trying to get his life in a more organized state, if he's trying to get in a better financial state, then he's better off not like netting his brains off every chance he should be doing some amount of semen retention and watching his energetic flow and playing with his chi and doing some manifesting. Love and relationship. Troy. Moving forward. So I'm going to do this deck because I likes it. Love and relationship. It's technically a love deck. Look at love and relationship for Sabina. Boots, I gotta say, like boots, when you say boots like that, it reminds me of Leo Skeppy, Sabina Boots. Like Leo Skeppy always saying like boots. Adore that man. Sassy big old gay man. Love and relationship for Sabina. Hmm. All right, we're looking at this card. We have photograph. It says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. This sounds very bittersweet. Very bittersweet. So whoever this is about, they haven't gotten you off their mind either. You can be sure of that. They're thinking about you. Boots. Slay the house down, boots. For real. I don't know if you watch any Leo Skeppy, but you should now. Like I love watching Leo Skeppy's reels. I want to make reels like him. I just don't have my camera in my hand at all times, and I don't live alone, and they don't want to be on camera. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, let's look at this love and relationship. Her health is important, y'all. Let's look at this. Yeah, Leo Skeppy has this like stuffed zebra head, like a taxidermy zebra head, and he named it Boots. But he just says like crazy boots or whatever if he wants to. Like that's one of his little words. Love and relationship. They're telling me to do 4 for you as well. I just maybe one day I'll be a Celtic cross person, but I don't think so. Not right now. Oh, this is a great story. I mean, it starts kind of shaky, you know. Ow, like literal heartache. This is, thoughts or truth that causes a deep, deep wound. A situation, learning something about somebody, finding out, maybe it was a mask after all. Not being completely straightforward, um, feeling betrayed, taken for granted, looping, lots of mental looping about how this just didn't feel right. These are all the things that I feel when I'm looking at this card. just a very much feeling misunderstood, and it hurts. I'm not feeling validated in this card. But it gets way better. It gets way better. We have the star. This is the healing, the miraculous healing aspect. You know, this chest, this pain in the heart, it can be so many things because of the emotions. Like, we can literally have health issues because of a broken heart. Sad feelings can really hurt our physical body. I'm always yawning when I'm channeling. God. Star. Miraculous healing, though. This is a piece that passes understanding for me. This is like the universe saying, like, watch this, though. Like, you've cut some things out. You've gotten in a place. You've done some deep healing within. And perhaps you don't have the same wounds anymore. And because Two of Cups is right here. I think we do. So I wouldn't worry about it, Jenny. I'll get you in. I got to do Jennifer before you, and then I'll do you. I'm reading the comments. I don't understand what Jennifer Weyerman was. What all of those comments were. Uh, but that's okay. I don't have to be keeping up with all the comments. Two of Cups is beautiful. This is a meaning of the heart. This is a reciprocated energy. It's beautiful. And I love that with the star. So I feel like whatever healing time that was taken, time off that was taken, the pain that was processed, the atonement that was done, the work's been done, and you've acquired new knowledge because this is an Aquarian with the star. You've gotten a clear idea of where you need to go next because that's what the stars do, is they're a map in the sky. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is definitely this feeling of being so close to somebody. This feeling, you understand how each other's feels just viscerally because you're in each other's magnetic field. And it changes each other, and you're feeling this warmth back and forth between you two. And of course, this is very loving. And the final card is Ace of Pentacles. Just gorgeous, gorgeous shit. So, Ace of Pentacles, right? This is a new start, a new investment, a new direction, a new physical manifestation of a new direction, and so a new start with somebody. I don't know. I don't like. I think this is like a new physical start too, because this is the Ace of Pentacles. I think you're just not the same person you were, and you're receiving things differently. So, if this is something you're revisiting, a relationship that you've had in previous, or you know have had experience with a person in this reading before. There's nothing in this reading saying don't give it another shot. It's saying if it feels right, if it feels good to your physical body, your spiritual body, your loving body, give it another shot. If this is a new relationship that you're capable of because you've done a lot of emotional healing, then it's give it another shot. You know, either way you slice it. You're okay, Troy. I understand you're very cautious, and that's what you came here for. I try to give everybody about 20 minutes or so. Like I treat it like it's one of my readings on my own personal service menu. I say this before, but I'll say it again. I treat it like a 15-20 minute reading off of my service menu. Just whatever comes up, comes up. Whatever, however many cards they want me to pull is what I pull. That's how I do it for you guys. I do it a little differently on YouTube. Good stuff. See, I don't remember the cards from time to time. If reading for you before, like I don't remember if there's repeat. That's your job. So I'm glad Sabina remembered that the Two of Cups came out again. A lot of times, love and money are intertwined. I get that. I'm just here, and I get out of the way of the message. That's my main job. I'm a 12th houser. I just need to get out of the way, and everything starts to flow. I don't have to even like really sit here and be here. I just get in a tingly place. I think it's good. And I don't think Troy's in a bad place either. I know it's not as like green lighty as Troy would have wanted it, but I think it's very positive in that the self-knowledge that you're getting from this time is going to change your whole entire trajectory financially, physically, spiritually, and any other way that you could be grounded by the pentacles very tangibly. So both of you are in really good places. Now, I believe it's Jennifer Wiederman's spot. And that was career, if I'm not mistaken. I'm scrolling back up, making sure I'm on the right track. Career and finance. I appreciate you guys. I love getting to do this. It's fun. And I always say this, but it sounds cliche, but I'm for giving advice. Like this is what I'm supposed to do. So you're welcome. Okay. Why is everything popping up right now? Career. Which is the best for career right now? I'm gonna do that same deck. My feet are all in a weird position. Hold on. Ugh. This camera is so wonky tonight. Oh, maybe I need to clear my... I bet I need to clean my phone up. I bet I have a bunch of storage on here that I need to clear up. I bet it's my fault. I always have a billion tabs open at the same time. And I've been known to just collect media and not delete it. So let's get into career finances for Jennifer. I know this looks bad. I get the heartbroken card. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling loss, grieving, and mourning. I know you've dealt with a lot of grief and mourning. So I'm really fingers crossed that this is just an acknowledgement from the other side that they see that you've dealt with that. They know that you've been heartbroken. They don't want to step forward in this reading without first acknowledging perhaps that you're reworking through a lot of triggers. That's, I think, why that came up. I just think they wanted to sit here and witness that, like have that be acknowledged, not to be bypassed, but to be sat with for a second, to have the heartbreak, the grief, have a moment. Yes, it's here. It's been here. Just knowing and sitting with it sometimes is one of the most beautiful things that can be done. For finances, career. Let's get into these tarot cards. I'm seeing 5. I feel the cards. They feel tingly to me, or then I proceed. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, King of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups. I feel this is just what's coming in. Now, I feel like there's some concern over making ends meet at the expense of your creative freedom over like getting to do things that are impulsive. I feel like there's a certain amount of defending of, I guess I want to say lifestyle. And like the end goal is going to be reached. There's going to be something equally beneficial, mutually beneficial to come out of this that feels pretty damn good. But I think one of your main concerns is not sacrificing more than you want to in order to still have the freedom that you want. I think that's why these cards kind of came out. So I'll show you Six of Pentacles. This delay. So Six of Knight of Cups. There is, this camera is so fuzzy today. You can't see details on these cards, but there is on the Six of Pentacles, there is a shadow of a tattoo of the scales on this hand. So we have the scales. Are you still replying to Troy? I'm confused if you're trying to respond to me or trying to respond to Troy. Sacrifice. I think the sacrifice would be time, energy. You don't want to be wrapped up in something that doesn't necessarily feed your soul. And then show it. Okay, I see. I was so confused seeing that reply over and over. I was just like, wait, what? All right. So when I say freedom, you're not wanting to sacrifice freedom. I think that has to do with just the fun of getting to do whatever the fuck you want at any given time, create whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, go wherever the fuck you want to go, at any given time. You can't necessarily do all three of those when you're employed, so depending on the type of employment, if you're working from home, you still have to sacrifice a certain amount of your brain and your energy for the cause. It doesn't really matter how easy the job is. It's a job. You have your own work to do that lights you on fire. And I think that's what you're concerned about sacrificing your energy over, perhaps. But like I said, it ends with the Three of Cups here. So I think, like I said, this is a mutually beneficial situation. There's just there's a little bit of adjustment period. But I do think that if you do wind up blending your time with an employer of any kind, and I'm going to pull because I know you just did a interview.
I'm going to pull specifically for that interview. But I feel like this is just like a general feeling of the situation. Why we're seeing the Seven of Wands being so defensive. So let me see exactly about this new job interview. I'm going to keep these cards out. This job interview specifically. What is she going to get picked up by them? I think this heartbreak thing is really important to acknowledge because you feel entitled to a certain amount of energy and creation because you went through so much. Like you have it coming that you have a certain amount of freedom that way. So you're worried about getting a second job. Yeah, take your raised roles in health. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see. Is she going to get hired with this job? I know it's kind of a yes or no, but what's the likelihood there? What's the likelihood of the job working out? I wouldn't take this job in particular, the one you just interviewed on. That one might look good on paper, but they're going to be asking too much from you on the back end. They're going to give you too much obligation. The most recent job interview, I would be interviewing them and weighing them out if your stomach is turning just a little bit. I'm not saying that you can't share your energy. I just think that you really have to be sensitive with the Six of Pentacles for an equal. You have to be getting something out of the job. Health insurance. That just comes to mind. You have to be getting something out of the job. This one withholds things. This most recent interview withholds things. I would not. These are not good cards for the most recent interview. Me no likey. Bad vibe. Questionable. I would do Reddit searches on any company that you might interview with. The internet will know. But generally, I think at the end of the day, your efforts to defend your freedoms towards your own businesses, your own inspirations, you'll have something to celebrate over, but you'll have to do a little like posturing. I'm not saying fighting for it. I'm saying you'll have to become a brick and not get pushed around. Pretend you're at a concert and you're at the front and people want to be where you're at and they're trying to push you aside. You're not going to let them do that. I think this particular company, just keep skeptical. Okay, Jenny Hobbs. Hopefully, I hope you're still here. Jenny Hobbs, did you tell me what you want the reading for? going to scroll up. Okay, Jenny. With a Y. I know there's a delay. You could have said it. What area of life? Okay, love and romance. You already know. You already know. Here are the decks. Oh, I feel like I've been talking. I wrote an ebook, you guys. It's kind of more of a guide. And I put it together and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm really proud of it. And I think women are really going to like it. It's geared towards women. But it's my lead magnet. And basically all I have left to do is figure out how to create a landing page for the lead magnet and get what I want out of it. So I don't know if I'm going to use my website or if I'm going to use Substack yet. My pleasure. It's actually, I posted it in council, if you're a council member. If you know, you know. I didn't pin it or anything, but I impulsively posted the link for it, and it's floating around in that. So you can go to the files and check it out. I'm really proud of her. I'm taking classes by Mami Onami, and she said that in order to move past a certain level of learning, you have to graduate by putting somebody else in the place where you were at. So that's my intention, is to do this free offering. This ebook is going to be free, and it's in order to teach somebody about what I just recently learned in order for me to graduate. So it's of service. This is for Jenny Hobbs. Please help me get locked into her energy for love and romance. These cards are well shuffled by now, so let's get the tingle. Do you know how much I shuffled these cards? And we got the same card. We got photograph. This is the first one I pulled out of this deck. The deck is this thick, and I pulled this one twice, and I shuffled. So somebody is looking at photos, missing you, nostalgic, making new memories, all right? Wow. So there's some ennui, there's some yearning, there's some missing. I can't believe that there's so many people out there looking at photographs tonight. It's giving Nickelback. Look at this photograph. I can't sing right now. Yeah. They came out for you again. Like, I got it for, I think, Sabina. And there's a reason why it came out. That's nuts. Morwata. I was doing landmine stuff at the gym like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now. And I think I have tendonitis. Trying to fix it just by KT taping it and whatever, but I thought it was better, right? And then I went to the gym the day before yesterday and deadlifted on the Smith machine. And I was trying to be real careful by using the Smith because it's isolated and it's not going to wobble, but it just hurts. So, mm, love and romance. Nickelback, I know, right? Look at this photograph. Mm. So, what are we knowing for Jenny? I'm getting 3 cards. It's the first 3-card reading tonight that they're telling me to do 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. A lot of leg movements, really proper leg movements, need your hands. So I'm gonna be using my straps for lightweight right now. And I guess I'm gonna have to stop doing landmine work for a while, which sucks. I love doing landmines. You guys don't understand how much I like to work out, but the problem is that week I hurt myself. I overworked my body. My Fitbit had been telling me to slow down for over a week by the time I got hurt, and I was going way too hard. So I overworked myself into that. It's not arthritis. I got an x-ray on it. It's just me being Mars Pluto. I was trying to work out and get the ghosts in my mind to stop screaming. Turns out they're louder and they last longer than my body's endurance can last. Love and romance for Jenny. These cards are shuffled as fuck. Shuffled as fuck. If we get repeats, they're meant to be. We do not have a repeat yet. Yes, we do. The last card is a repeat. Knight of Wands. This to me is a fuckboy card. This is somebody who can't commit. This is like somebody who's following their dopamine cycles, like cheap thrills, impulsive, charming, fun, attractive, but not reliable. And we have the Chariot. This is a guarantee. This is a victory. This is a healthy mindset. This is, I'm a winner regardless of what happens. This is a moving forward energy regardless of what happens. So nothing's slowing you down. Nothing can get in the way. The truth is with you. You've got the black and white balance of those loyal dogs. And that cute little Cadillac. And let's hope this fuckboy's just. Here's the thing. Here's what I think the storyline is. Because this is the repeater card. We got the Ace of Pentacles. I think you want different things than you've ever wanted in your life. I think you've graduated past certain stimulation. You know, you've grown past the stomach feeling good. You're looking for something else, and you have this Chariot here as a marker for saying that I think you have to be afraid of fuckboy showing up for yourself for you less. You don't have to worry about that as much as you used to. I think you'll always have a test to see if you're going to be tempted, because that's how the universe works. It's cyclical with these things. But I think you're having an opportunity to choose not to have that experience again. And you're victorious against this round robin from happening again. I think that's why it's here. And I think you have a physical manifestation of that coming in. Ace of Pentacles. In a way, I think we have to look at the past, of course, nostalgia, to see how far we've come. Cliche, but true. So those photographs, I think, are you saying goodbye to a piece of yourself as much as they might be, remembering a particular person. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you know what I'm saying. I don't think you're physically nesting in this situation. I think you're realizing you've actually moved past it and you're proud of yourself. You're like, I'm finally over it. Finally over it. Was moved past almost everything. I mean, everybody still has scars. I'm watching how slow this play is. So I'm going to have to do some maintenance on my phone, I think. What's up, Emily? It's hard for me to see exactly who's here and who stays. But hello, Jennifer. Hello, Jason. Hello, Jennifer. There's two Jennifers. Emily. All right. So do you feel satisfied with that, Jenny, or do you have any other angles that you're wanting to ask on your question? And I don't know if there's anybody after Jenny. Does anybody, who else is here and do you want a reading? I want to get the next one lined up before I'm finished with Jenny. I like putting on lowrider oldies sometimes when I'm doing these. You don't have a lot on the horizon right now, but you will in a while. Yes, you will. You'll be better at making investments in the future. Solid. Solid. But it's good to look back, especially during retrogrades. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, actually. This is all about your framing of it. You're looking back and seeing that you don't have the same mind. You've evolved. You've made new choices. What you're attracted to has changed. So I don't see that you have to backslide, be concerned about having a backslide if you invite somebody new, and I think you're done with that shit. For sure. Yep, moving on. Yes, ma'am. So is anybody else here after Jenny that wants a reading? It says I have 5 people here. Pleasure, Jenny. I'm happy for you. It's nice to have a clean slate. It really is. And be unaffected. My dad's choking. You've done really good. And here's the thing is like the Chariot is happy like victorious regardless of the outside circumstance. It's psychically the momentum of that card is of winning. So it's just you stay winning. Once you become that winner, you stay winning. So even when you don't get the attention, oh, Troy doesn't get the attention. Who else is here? I have a lot of experience with Leo moons. I was married to a Capricorn sun, Leo moon, Capricorn rising. Understand the need for attention. He was a Mercury Sag. We used to fight about things like, also that was part of the problem is we would fight about semantics. And sometimes that was fun and other times it was pure torture. We grew up, what can I say? There's nobody else here. Have I read for all of you? Did we just go through all that? We have? I mean, I can always carry over some of the donations for next time. Jeez. So, wow. I'm surprised that nobody else wants anything. It's okay. I can be done on time. We had some technical difficulties. It was a rough start, and I guess we're gonna be moving these to the Discord. But if anybody, yeah, if anybody wants to chime in, either way, like I'm here for that. If not, there's always next time. I prefer not to continue working on somebody's topic and give more attention to somebody else. You know, I want to keep it pretty even for this current live. If the situation for Troy doesn't clear up by the next reading, which I think is next weekend, yeah, it's next weekend. If it doesn't clear up by next weekend, we'll do another live reading about it, and we'll just carry over the slots. Settle down, Krusty. I fucking love calling you Krusty. But yeah, we have options. I want to buy myself a new mattress. Just off the cuff. Anyway, so I created that new ebook and I'm obsessed with it. I think it's going to help a lot of women. I've never created a lead magnet before, but I've never created an e-guide before. So I think it looks really good for a first timer. I'm proud of that. And I'm happy to be on my journey to be a more professional looking to the world, you know, to the greater world. I've always been professional, but it's always nice to up your game and get your ducks in a row. So I'm getting more proud of that. I'm just so excited. Thank you, Troy. I worked on it for this is the fourth day in a row. I've been obsessed and I haven't been doing anything else really. You know, even if I've been working on it day and like in the morning, sometimes up until the night and when I'm like passing out, but I wrote that. I used AI to help punctuation because I am a homeschooler and I want it to look right. I had it help me with titles. I had it help me with itemizing things and making sure it was readable for a PDF. I had it things for me, but that is my brain in that document. So fucking proud of it. And I sat there making it look pretty. So I did it. Just do it. I found an app that I will be more than happy to share with you guys. That helps me assemble the book with the template so it didn't look like a piece of shit. So I love the interface on this thing. The only problem is it's $19 a month. So I don't think I'm going to be cranking out like ebooks once a month like that, but it's you can end the membership at any time and I can rejoin at any time. So yeah, it was like butter. And it looked so at the end. So I'd be more than happy to direct you guys to that. Again, saved me so much time. It would have literally taken me weeks to figure out Canva. Canva is not intuitive. You have to really, really learn Canva, and I fucking don't love Canva. So it was called. I did most of it on here. It was called. One second. I don't want to disrupt this. History. Typeset. All right. Typeset. Goals program. Zero problems. Love it. Anyway, if nobody else wants any readings, I'm just going to thank you for being here. And sorry again for Rhiannon. I would have really loved to be working with her tonight instead. I didn't plan to be doing a solo tonight because I already have one planned for the moon. But God has other plans, so we make plans. So we'll try again on another platform. Canva sucks. We don't want Canva. What I say. Canva sucks balls. You know, people love it. I don't. Don't love it. This hopefully, yeah, I don't know. Typeset's the bomb. It's so fucking 90 to say that. Wow. It's the bomb. It's all that in a bag of chips. Types. You're welcome. Okay, I'm out. I think I don't else wanting readings, so I'll give my voice a break and I'll just roll over some readings next time. So I'm sorry, being a double like disappointment instead of a double feature. I love you guys. Thank you for your support.